morning, guys.
Good morning. How are we all?
I am great, thanks. Emma, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Although this weather's a little bit chilly.
It's going to be warmer today.
We've got over the snow, but it's still not great, is it? Let's be honest.
It's still not great, but it's Laura's birthday today, so...
Is it? Happy birthday, Laura.
I don't think she's watching, but
she's not doing
she'll be at academy somewhere.
Welcoming people well.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what are we doing today? We are looking at, and you might have heard this last week when you were in on the service, but we are looking at first fruits and what that means. So we'll be going in and talking about money a bit later, but as youth we can sit back and be like, oh, my parents are looking after that. That's not something for me to worry about. So today we'll be looking at and reading the Bible, looking at some verses on and praying about what we can be given.
Yeah, so make sure that you guys are giving too. Don't just leave it up to your parents. And we're going to be looking today all about how that God is a God who creates stuff. He loves to create and he loves to make something grow out of nothing or out of not much. And we're going to look today that actually he has given you gifts, he's given you money, he's given you talents, and he wants you to grow them. And we're going to look at how we can do that today.
That's huge. Huge. So we are going to play one of my favourite games, because what other way about creating? We're going to play Rapido.
Woo!
I don't know if you've ever played it before, but it's good.
Run.
Right, the rules, guys, are we've got 20 seconds to make something and then the other person has to guess what it is. Me and Luke are going to do it first and then actually you guys are going to play it as well. So, have a look what you've got. What are you going to make? Ooh. Here we go. So, 20 seconds, on your mark, get set, go!
Oh man, word. 20 seconds. Do you have to use all of it?
It's not. 9. Oh no, this is not going well. Oh, this is awful. 4, 3, 2. That's it. 20 seconds. Oh my goodness, that's not long, is it?
No.
What have you? Right, what have you made? What's that, Luke? That's not right, Luke. What have you made? It is. I know what it is.
Come on.
It was a golf club.
Yeah.
Classic Luke. Yeah, I thought it was a snake with, I don't know, with a massive eye or something. Right, okay.
Does it stick
Mine was
very
complex
well?
to do in 20 seconds.
Yours looks like an elephant.
Yay, that's what it is.
Really good.
Obviously without any legs or...
It's just the ears of her nose.
I'm sorry about that. That's
good.
not good, is it? Right, let's do one more then. Let me get my timer. On your marks, get set, go.
Stressful this.
It's stressful. Nine, 8. Oh no, it's rubbish again. It's 5, 4. That's 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Oh no.
You were not gonna get this. Guys, what do you think that is?
I think it's something. It looks like an aeroplane, but it might be like,
it doesn't look
like a bumblebee or something.
You're right. No. Let's have a look at yours. Car.
Yeah.
Or a tortoise. Okay, well mine was hard. Mine was going to be like a weightlifter, bodybuilder.
Oh, okay. Well, yours was a little bit harder
That's
than a
hard.
car.
20 seconds. Alright guys, you have a go. Back where you are. Pause the video. You guys play a game of Rapido.
Run.
I hope you had fun playing that game. Well, the point of it is that to remind us that we're a bit like God. Maybe. Deep.
It's good.
But God gives us something and asks us to develop it. And just like he did at the start of the world, he created the world. He created the world out of not a lot, darkness, formlessness, and he spoke it into being.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light.
God gives you something to form, to create, and to invest in. And this is what Jesus spoke about in the parable of the talents. The parable of the talents. There was a man about to go on a journey. He had 3 servants and called them to watch over his money. To one he gave 5 bags, to another he gave 2, and to the third 1. After he did this, the master went on his journey. The man who received 5 bags immediately put his money to work, gaining 5 more bags. The one with 2 bags did the same, gaining 2 more bags. However, the man who received 1 bag left, dug a hole, and buried the bag. After a long time, the master returned to collect his money. The men with 5 bags and 2 bags explained that they'd gained 5 and 2 more bags. "Well done, good and faithful servants," the master replied. "You have been faithful with a few things, and now I will put you in charge with many things." Then the man who received 1 bag came and told the master that he was afraid he'd disappoint him, so he took his money and buried it. But the master replied to him, "You wicked and lazy servant! Do you not know that everyone who has, more will be given, but the people who have not used what they've been given, everything will be taken from them?"
So we can tell from that story that, like we've been talking about, that God gives you something and actually it offends him if you don't do anything with it. He was more annoyed at the person who just buried it and just hid it than the people that were able to get a little bit. And so we're asking you today, what has God given you? What has he given you in terms of money? Because actually we're supposed to steward it well and grow it, not just spend it, but actually make money work for you.
It also includes things like talents and gifts. So are you investing in these areas? Are you investing in your talents? Are you investing in your giftings and developing them too?
Yeah, and also your character and your knowledge. Are you developing yourself as a person and becoming the person that God wants and has for you? And I don't know if you saw at the end of that story, there's a promise. There's a promise that it says, for those that God has given, more will be added. When you use this stuff well, more is added. But those that haven't, it will be taken away. It's a pretty harsh promise, isn't it? An exciting one that if we get given more. But actually, what are we doing? What are we using our money, our talents and our character for? Start thinking now, because what you put in now is going to be yours in the future.
So yeah, we've looked at a few Bible stories today, but we want to bring this back to the story of Joseph. And Joseph really does epitomise this well for us. So when he's been given little by God, he's faithful and prayerful and obeys God. He's obedient throughout that time. In comparison as well, when he's got a lot, he also does the same. He also trusts in God. He's prayerful and listening to God. And God ends up blessing him.
So there's a big challenge for you today. The challenge is, what are you investing in now? How are you stewarding your money now? What character and talents are you building now that your future self will be thankful to you for? So there's a big challenge. Have a little think. What can you do to make sure that your future self is saying thank you to you right now?
Awesome. That's a great pearl of wisdom. When Emma told me that before, I was like, oh, I'm going to take that into the future. Yeah, so...
Have a good week.
Yeah, have a great week, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow at Laser Quest.
Oh, nice. Yeah, all invited. We're going to Laser Quest Trafford Centre. Come along.
Ciao.